Welcome to today's episode of What Am I Even Doing Here and Why Do I Even Have to Make This? Well, I suppose I don't, but unfortunately, I made the grave mistake of making a video on a game, I'll put game in quotes for right now, that's populated entirely by 5 to 9-year-olds. And it wasn't a very good call. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm of course talking about the video I put out a little while ago called B Game. And in B Game, which again, poor title, should have been B Game in quotes, I played a game, quotes, called Bee Swarm Simulator, which quite honestly does not qualify as a game at all. In fact, I think I'm going all conspiracy nut here, but I've discovered why Roblox decided to rename its Games tab to Experiences. No, it's not because of some lawsuit stuff and legal issues in terms of naming their things games and microtransactions and all that kind of stuff. It's not that. It's because B Game existed and they were like, all right, we can't in good faith seriously call this a game. So it's an experience now. So quite honestly, maybe I should just start calling it B Experience because it was an experience, that's for damn sure. Anyways, one thing that I didn't think that I'd have to clarify in the extremely satirical video that I created on B Game was that the game is terrible. Like, it's not even a game. And despite the fact that the game is terrible and it's not even really a game, I had people come out in droves asking for part 2 and giving me information of the game and like all this ridiculous nonsense, as well as just a gold mine of people that are brain dead and, you know, they're B Game players, so I don't really know what I expected. But today's daily dose of stupid is entirely B Game related because it's just too easy. The first B Game stupid comes from El Giotto from my Discord DMs. Please play more B Game. I haven't watched 2 minutes and already want this to be a series. But seriously, Bee Swarm has so much content and not just clicking. I mean, that is early game, but later you get extremely shitty odds for getting bees or way too much grinding for a small multiplier? Excuse me? Okay, so B Game is not just clicking, according to this person. So what is it? Well, they tell us it's extremely shitty odds for getting bees and way too much grinding. What? Excuse me? That's more clicking. What are you talking about? Actually, what are you talking about? Please decipher this for me. Am I just stupid? What do I not understand here? It's not just clicking, it's extremely shitty odds for getting bees and too much grinding. I don't want extremely shitty odds and too much grinding. When have I ever said I liked that? Never, I hate that, it's stupid. Next is from Downwards Escalator, who says, oh no, Bee Swarm, beware of the addiction. Addiction? What addiction? How? How can you get addicted to this? This is it. This is the game. I'm playing it right now. You see me? I'm holding mouse 1. What's addicting about this? What? Max Redded says, if you ever play Bee Swarm for a part 2, please do that. Fuck no. I can help you with the quest. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you can help me hold mouse 1 in a field for 20 minutes. That's fucking awesome, dude. Thank God you're here. Thank God. I don't know what I was gonna do when I had to go and hold mouse 1 for another fucking 20 hours. That would have been a tragedy, but you're here to help. Thank you. I could not appreciate it more. This one isn't really a stupid, but I figured if I'm doing a whole bunch of stupids, I might as well help my sanity somewhere. It's from Green Dude, who says, the video you created today opened my eyes, and I'm now fully aware of the world around me. I now understand that Bee Swarm Simulator is my destiny, and I need to grind and sacrifice all of my time on Bee Swarm Simulator. I am now fully aware of how beautiful it is to hold W and M1, and I don't think I can ever stop now. It is simply the best video I've ever seen, by far, convincing me to change my life into a new, better direction. I'm sorry, I read that and I just had to put it on here. I think Green Dude unironically embodies the actual mindset. I know he's joking, but I think he embodies the actual mindset of some of these 6-year-olds. I really, really do. That's perfection. Absolute perfection. The next is just a conversation I pulled straight out of YouTube comments, and it's between some smart people and a not so smart person. I'm just gonna do a rundown of the whole thing, and you know, we'll talk about it afterwards. Syndek kicks things off by saying, yeah, Eclipse's channel is in utter turmoil because YBA is in a shitty state, but that's all the 11-year-olds watch. Then Xiaoyura, I don't know how to pronounce that, comes in and says, this is why he should play Blox Fruit. You already know where this is going, don't you? Ultimate Instinct, someone with some brains, comes in and says, first of all, he hates games with long grinding systems and games that have a pitiful PvP system. What makes you think that he would go to a Roblox game that embodies those two aspects heavily? Xiao comes back though and says, no, PvP is so fun, Kiss you can combo with fruit and melee and swords and make you own combo. See where this is going yet? Then Double appears and says, there are a fuck ton of other PvP games that are a lot more fun. For example, Illusions, Item Asylum, and stuff like that. And those games have way better animations. And of course, Xiao isn't done quite yet. No, in those games, they are so hard to play, and in Blox Fruit, there are so much unique fruit like control, and they made the graphic better in new update. Oh God. And then finally, Ultimate Instinct comes back and says, good, he plays games with somewhat balanced combat systems. Not a game that requires 0 skill to kill somebody, and levels adding a huge gap to the damage you do too, that you can one-shot somebody with a worse ability than you. I'm not even gonna waste my time anymore, but just know that he's never going to play Blox Fruits, and if he does, he's going to do it to make fun of the game just like he has done with Beastworm here. So you can keep dreaming of him playing the game on the channel. That's perfection. I literally don't think that I could sum that up better. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna go play that because of literally everything they said. Like, these people could have made my video for me. So shout outs to the 3 of you for having brain cells. And is there like a negative shout out to the 6-year-old who wants me to play Blox Fruit? It's not Blox Fruits, it's Blox Fruit. He said it himself multiple times. Moving right along, Dexter Plays says, as a Beastworm fan who played this game for a very long time, this is 100% accurate. Wait. As a Beastworm fan for a long time, this is accurate. Did you understand the video at all? Did you understand that I was making fun of the game? Like, there's no room for interpretation, no sarcasm. Beastworm Simulator is shit. And the B-Game video was making fun of Beastworm Simulator and calling it shit. At the end of the video, I said specifically, I'm never playing this shit ever again because the game is bad. So if what you're saying is true and that that the video is 100% accurate and that you're a Beastworm fan for a very long time, why the fuck are you a Beastworm fan? It can't be 100% accurate. You can't be a fan of the game if you think that what I said is accurate. Because I said the game is shit. My brain hurts. Yen Kali says, nice to see Eclipse play something relaxing for a change. You know, I'm gonna be honest, Yen, it's a bit more than relaxing. It's nothing. It's It's actually nothing. Like, it's not relaxing, there's nothing there. Let me do my best playing B game impression. Yeah, do you see that? I went to fucking sleep because there's no game. It's not relaxing, it's boring. I'd rather go to sleep. There's nothing there. Hyperblades Plays tries to give me some advice. I'm gonna try to read this with the punctuation that's given, but it might be easier said than done. Here we go. Eclipse, for starters, join the group, and unlike YBA, this game has much more RNG and requires more playtime. Unlike skin grinding, as the quests, as you obviously know, get harder each time. The more you progress throughout the game, the more you have to play. The early game is considered a new player, and for mid-game is considered when you get the honey mask, and end game is considered once you finish Spirit Bear's quest. It's like 2 periods and no commas in that one, sorry. So let me get this straight. It requires more grind than YBA skin grinding. Something that, just to make things clear, I do not do. I don't do that. And the reason that I don't do that is because it's a ridiculous grind and a waste of time and not even remotely worth it. So I don't. So it takes longer than that, and it gets harder. I love the use of harder. They took that straight from Black Bear, I suppose. Harder each time, which for the record is not true. The equivalency between hard, like difficult, and long and longer, more difficult does not mean longer. And the quests get longer, they don't get more difficult. You go into a field and you hold mouse 1 for longer. That's not difficulty. It's not. That's not a difficulty spike, that's just a waste of your time. If you did that, you're wasting your time. Now, the rest of this is just like utter nonsense as someone who has not and will not play the game. The early game is considered a new player, and for mid game is considered when you get the honey mask, and end game is considered once you finished Spirit Bear's quest. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? There's no game here. I don't care whether I'm considered an early game, mid game, or end game player. It doesn't make a difference. Whether I'm early game, mid game, or end game, I'm sitting in a field holding mouse 1. It's not a game! Derek Abreu. I love how he talks like he having fun, and then he just gets serious in some parts. Also, Bee Swarm is a great game. I love it. It's not a game!